So a retainer is an ongoing agreement between a service provider and a client where the provider is paid, key part here, in advance for services that will be rendered over a period. When you're pricing out your retainers, here's a few ways you can do it. Retainers are structured either as a flat fee to create a more predictable cost for clients, but they also could be based on a number of hours. So this is the most basic form of billing. And I say basic because it's not necessarily where you want to stay for the rest of your life, but there's 3 types of billing. We're not going to go into this deep, but I'm going to go there for a second. 3 types of billing: time and materials, which is going to be flat fee or hourly. Then there's project-based billing. I'm going to get you X number of deliverables by X time. Or there's value-based billing, where I'm actually going to do whatever it takes to get you an outcome, because that's what we're promising. We're not just promising X number of videos, we're promising an outcome. So that's how we get into value-based pricing with that. But what we're talking about with this, just for the simplicity of retainers, you can sell blocks of your time. If you have a 40-hour work week, you only have so much time you can dedicate. We want to make sure that we are not over allocating for the amount of time. And some other considerations that you want to make when you're pricing is value to client. So what is this worth to the client? What makes it sticky for them, where they're like, I want to keep this. This is worth it to me. Another thing you have to keep in mind are, what are your costs to produce this? You want to make these videos, and you know these videos are going to cost $2,500 per month. You're planning in $2,500 and you're making $2,500 on that deal, which would be pretty good. So you got to keep in your business costs and margin associated with it. One of the biggest issues that we see people run into is scope creep with retainers. So making sure that the client isn't able to take advantage and get 15 videos instead of 10, because at the end of the day, it's taking you more time to produce that. So you have to protect your time that way. And you have to make those considerations in your pricing. Is this the client that's going to try and get 12 videos instead of 10? Well, then I probably need to have some sort of a addendum in my contract that says, hey, we're going to produce 10. And if you want 12, it's just going to be an additional 500, just going to be an additional 250, whatever it might be. So then you've got over delivering. So you need to build in the possibility of going slightly above or even beyond the retainer agreement, which is the perceived value without scope creep. There's a lot of ways to over deliver without giving more pieces of content. That's going to be surprising for a lot of you. Here's some other ways that you can over deliver. You can actually hop on a call with them and walk through the strategy of how to deploy the content you're creating, right? So that's going to take a little bit of your time, but it doesn't take any more deliverables. Another thing that you can do, the way that you deliver your service to improve the value of it. When people are working with you, what is the experience like? Is there food on set when they get there? Do they have donuts and coffee that you had catered in? There's little things that you can do to make it a premium experience. Think about like a hotel. In order for a hotel to quote unquote over deliver, they don't have to give you 3 nights for the cost of 2, or promise you 2 and then give you a 3rd. They can have exceptional customer service. They can show up on time at the room service. They can be delivering towels to you out at the pool. They can give you a cocktail the second you walk up to the check-in counter. There's all these little things that they can do to improve the experience.